Welcome to the top 20 shop video game themes chosen by you. This is the PS Vita Music PlayStation Store theme. Didn't make the top 20, but thought I'd play it. Our number one. We're starting with number one. There can be no other. I bet you know what it is. It's the one, the only, other than remixes and appearances in Smash Brothers, but this is the original Wii Shop Channel main theme. I can feel the bass in my bum. One of the greatest video game music themes of all time. This was a time in our consumer lives where Nintendo wanted to copy Apple. They saw what Apple was doing, and they thought they're going to fill that space. They're going to create something that is a technology that is accessible to all, like the iPhone. Apple's stuff is never usually the most powerful or the most customizable. But it has always, well, ever since the iPhone and the later MacBooks and iPods, it was a way to get the mainstream people into it and get them so used to it that now if I ever suggested, not so fast song, you come right back. If I ever suggested to my girlfriend, maybe you should just buy a PC laptop, you get a lot more for your money, is a non-starter. Wouldn't even consider it. So we see the Wii, where the PS3 is this big, huge Xbox. The Wii stood vertically. It could fit in your bookshelf. It looked really, it just looked kind of modern at the time. You didn't really see many buttons on it. It was just white with that black disc line through it. The Wiimotes, people recognized them. It was just like an actual remote they would use on their television. You didn't have to use joysticks. You could just waggle around. And hopping into the shop, Nintendo knew that you can have fun. We haven't talked about the music yet, but like most Nintendo things, this song is accessible. It's fun, but it doesn't mean they don't take it seriously in terms of how catchy can we make this? How much can it groove? They lean into this like really kind of boom, boom, that Latin bass rhythm. I don't know, maybe if I talked to somebody that, grew up around this kind of music, this would be incredibly cheesy to them, or maybe it would be a wonderful homage. To me, I just love it. I mean, that bloody intro, God, that pounds. Check it out. Oh! Again. I just want to go swimming through the Brazilian women. That's what I want to do when I listen to this song. Can it get any better than that? No. So we should maybe just stop the episode here. Our next track is from Tekkend Tag Tournament 2. Shopping in that game? Maybe. We're going to have themes today that are literally from shops or when you're shopping. And some might sound like they're from shops, and others might be themes that are, see, this one, for example, is the customization theme, which is similar to shopping, picking things out. So let's see, is it just the activity that is going to be shop related, or the song. Hopefully both. It better be. Let's play it from the beginning. Ooh! That is some dirty, dirty, dirty bass. That's an awesome one. I really agree with you there, Chris. The soft reverb sound gives it the open mall spaces, like the air of the mall, the air conditioning. And you want the music to be louder? Yeah, I'll work on that for you. It's got like this kind of fun... this is like a cool mall, or maybe you're in the Bahamas or something. Or like... I guess I'm thinking of like the entire mall having music, which is actually pretty rare. It'd be more like a store you were going into. But what I like about this is that it's more laid back, so you can take your time and do your customization. Whereas a lot of the music you hear in, you know, mall clothing stores is really in your face and just really obnoxious. You know, it kind of exhausts you. It must work psychologically to get people to make decisions, though. Maybe move them around faster, you know. Anyways, just a killer track. Super, you can just like relax in it. It's spacey, it's airy, it's got pads, but it's got like a nice heavy, gooey kind of bass, and everything's really soft too. Oh yeah, Prince has the best. Playing in a clothing shop whose main demographic is cool and hip teenagers. Maybe in more like a Latin place. I feel like cool and hip teenagers now, it's really cool to kind of not be into anything and be like kind of ironic and whatever. I don't think they'd want this like dancey shit. Maybe in Brazil though, when you're swimming through Brazilian women. This next track from the N64, a snowboarding game. No, not 1080. Snowboard Kids, baby. Only for the N64. This is Board Shop.
Welcome.
Technology, voice over, voice over. Not, I'd say not the most, like, compelling track. Definitely doesn't put me in a dancing mood like the other two before. But I would say, like, in terms of choosing a board, yeah, this definitely feels like there's not very many choices. Just pick one, and you're gonna get to the exciting part after this. The drum beat is kind of like waiting to get going. There was no drums, just a kick pedal here, and just kind of like a floating arpeggio. Just sort of sitting with those chords. And even now, like, it doesn't want to commit to like a boom. It's just bum, 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 bum. It's almost like it's ready to push you down the hill. Come on! You play all the instruments. Nice track. If it was slower, it would be a pretty sad song. Absolutely. That's a good call. Let's listen to it slower.
Welcome.
Oh, we gotta hear that part slower. 0.5? Maybe too slow.
Welcome.
Very, very JRPG all of a sudden. Cool. Our next track must be a Rudy pick because it's from Dinosaur FM Towns. You're probably thinking, what the fuck is that? This track is called Exciting Shop. Hey, crop your window. Crop it, crop. You know, pretty good track, but yeah, I agree with Prince. Not necessarily like a shop theme. Or maybe. I guess what makes it feel like a shop theme is the way that riff kind of goes boom 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 boom. Oh, now it's really crazy. You have 5 minutes to shop. Boom 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 boom. The way it kind of starts up and just stops, and it's kind of just, it has like a really sort of like factory feel of just people working, and maybe if you were watching like a time lapse of a mall and all these people kind of going in and going out. Like a curio shop. Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. Weird things, kind of exotic, picking things up, putting them down. Nice track though. I love that this FM Town stuff is always so cool because it's sort of like a nice mix of Sega Genesis type sounds, like the FM synth, and then nah, it's mostly just that. If you were wondering what the hell Dinosaur FM Towns was, and you're hoping for something more familiar, get ready for Style Savvy Styling Star Fight for Your Style, the shop theme. Obviously chosen by Prince. Oh, it's a midnight sale! You've got 30 minutes. What a nice track. I just love how those melodies sing, and it's just like that really kind of it's just like waves of synth coming at you. And even though it's like a 4 on the floor, sort of like poof, 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 I feel like it really gives me that sort of like on and on and on and on. So it's more of like a laid back dance though. And I think all those like nice little high notes up and above are kind of make it seem like the bright lights of a clothing store. And a really positive, like, we should buy this. We should buy everything. Credit cards. All right, let's get to some more normal games, right? Here, this is from Persona 2 Innocent Sin, available on the PSP. You remember. Giga Macho, CD Shop, the theme. Oh! Bitcoin, Bitcoin, Bitcoin. It's like a nice 90s, late 80s kind of hip-hop beat. Those like simple kind of drum beats. I really like that kind of city type bass, that urban kind of bass. It's like almost distorted, but not. Just really forward. Just like some fun trumpets and stuff and throw back a little bit of swing in there. Oh, shit. Is this the Persona where they shoot themselves in the head? It's pretty damn cool. Pick one, pick one. Big Boss is driving. Oh, man. Well, this is a driving song for you, my friend. Kill the police! Alright, enough of this Persona stuff. Let's get to a real game. This track is called Black Market, and it is from Shin Megami Tensei 4. This is a great track. Kind of like you're shopping at some kind of like night market, maybe in the alleys. Steam rising off. The neon signs and lights reflecting through the steam. And your face reflected in the mirrors of the glass windows at the mirror store. Reflecting on your past. Shopping at a wet market. Do you want some of that flap flap? You got some of that upside down chicken? You got some of that like this but a flying mammal? You got some of that? 'Cause that's what I'd really love to eat. Would just love to just bite the head off a bird! Alright, enough of this Shin Megami Tensei. Let's get to a real game. This is the Junes theme from Persona 4! I better do all the shopping before my Adderall wears off, or I'll get distracted. Dancing Bear will give you a sale. Man, this song is perky with a capital P. Color of P. P for golden. Golden P for me. This song is not relaxing. Ugh. And then the turnaround just comes out of nowhere. I feel like they're trying to unsettle you. You know, I never finished Persona 4, but from the sound of this track, I'm starting to think that Junes is behind everything. P. All right. Let's calm down a little. You're getting tired from shopping. This is Buy Mode, number 1. From the previous world champion of most PC games sold, The Sims. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. Wow. What a beautiful throwback to some of the music we heard in the 1950s. After World War II, there was an exciting time in North America, maybe Europe too, but I'm ignorant to that, of big houses, big cars, big suburbs and neighborhoods. People were going to go live out and live a magic life where your fridge and your stove and everything was automated. No more slaving over anything anymore. This was the future. It felt like it was shiny and bright. And the way this song plays, it's like you're seeing... There's no percussion. It's just light touches of bass that sound like a little angel plucking it. Lots of shimmery high sounds. It sounds like things are being wheeled out on a cart for you. And all white and gleaming. And those little... Yeah, I'd call them pizzicato. The pizzicato, rapid yet gentle. Yeah, that's a good way to put it, Chris, is that the fast tempo, but take your time, really makes it sound like it's kind of going all over your body, up and down. And I'd say in the 80s, the same thing too, Prince. It was the same kind of switch from like this. If the 70s were more like a little more grimy but kind of wild, you know, you think of like vinyl and more like natural hair and big clothes and colors, and then the 80s was more slick back tapes, laser disc. All the electronics were black, but it was digital, so you were switching over from all this analog stuff and going digital. It was supposed to be the new wave, but it kind of had like a cold, sterile feeling. And then the 90s again were more organic from that. 2000s pretty shiny and plastic. 2010s I'd say organic. Like the biggest style for guys now in hair is long natural hair, or like just cut it short on the sides and go for it. Actually, I think the coolest hair to have now is like pretty curly hair, you know, sort of like African American hair, or sort of like when people have like a mix of that. That seems to be the coolest hair right now. The game was in part a parody of that era. Yes, have anything you want. Balance your happiness and your job, but make sure you do the washing up. Jingle all the way. We need a Turbo Man doll. I need a Turbo Man! Well, we've played a lot from Atlas games. Now it's time for a Zelda track. This is from Twilight Princess. It's called Malo Mart. You know the one. Ooh. Slap the bass, slap the bass, slap the bass, slap the bass. Okay, all right. Pretty fun. Man, that slap bass sounds really good, and the trumpets. I would assume this is all MIDI stuff because it was on the GameCube. But, well, it sounds really good. Actually, you know, maybe because it was going to be on the Wii, they wanted to be more impressive and have a few more real sounds. So they could cram a bit of music into the GameCube disc. Their little baby disc. Very festival-ish. Especially with the whistles. Yeah, I'm shopping for drinkable water and Band-Aids at the festival. And a lighter, because no one brought a lighter. And sunscreen. Don't burn. Are you into cult classics? This one is from Earthbound. On the Super Nintendo, only for Nintendo and emulators. This is called Buy Something, Will Ya? Earthbound, you and your fucking shitty attitude. shortcuts and weird ads. That's it. That's what the ad is telling me. Buy something. Country mix with the Beatles? Yeah, I could hear that. That ukulele sound is good. For the Super Nintendo? I like that little bit of delay on there. Very sort of like Super Mario World inspired. Now the shop clerk is condescending, tapping his foot, arms crossed. He's like, oh my god. These kids come in here and they think I sell used guitars with the amount that you're putting your grubby mitts on them? We're closing soon. Okay. I like when it stops and it does a little melody like, beep, 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 and then you're back into it again. I want to hear that again. Right there. Okay. Small town near a forest where the clerk is an elderly man. I used to sell swords back when there were wars. Why would you need a sword now, young traveler? Okay, you can have this antique one. Ink of the dragon! Welcome, welcome, baby, baby.
What's in the shell? What's in the shell here? We got a gray little shell here. We got a gray little shell here.
It's in one of them. Let's stop fucking around with this silly willy happy shit. Now, this is a real game from 11-bit studios. You can see they have pixel art for the logo because they're not sellouts to the big 3D polygonal corporations. This is Moonlighter, the game, and the track name is Moonlighter. So artsy. Oh, it's so unique. Oh, express yourself. I can only feel things from indie games now. Eat your heart out, Ubisoft. Brilliant, introspective, bright, cheerful, but with depth and soul. A shop inside a cave, or a mine. You had said old school medieval. Usually when I hear medieval, I think, oh, it's just gonna sound like da 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 da. But I could see this is more like Caribbean medieval. What you doing over there riding on the horses? Wearing your metal on your thing. Just chill. Plenty of fish for everyone, King Arthur. There ain't no holy book down here. Oh my god. Now, going from indie to big corporation. You know that Pokemon owns Amazon? This is from Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. This is the Mart music track, and if you didn't already know that, then fuck you. This track is my surprise of the week. I always think I'm really going to like the Pokemon songs, and they're kind of hit and miss. This is like perkiness to the max. They are really like ringing every little bit out of this swinging number. All the numbers are there. They wrote out pi until there was no room to write. This is how Horky writes in Japan. That's how we write. No, wait, this is how we write. No, this is how we write. Scribble, scribble, scribble. Scribble, scribble, scribble. Yeah. You really got to think about how the line coding is going to be. Pokemon! Good track. Great track. Surprise track of the week. Were you hoping that you'd get to hear a track from Brandish, the Dark Revenant today? This is Shop. Very creative. Turn it down. Contemporary adult folk world pop. They remade this thing? Oh, this is from the Falcom music channel, I see. People were crying out, "We need another Brandish the Dark Revenant. We don't care. You must remake it." And then they put it on the PSP. Yes, that's what we wanted. Remake it, but still keep it slightly obscure. There's a lot of milk in there. Brandish the Dark Revenant. A nice track. This sounds like I'm shopping at some kind of, not a hippie store, but like a gift card store where there's quaint things. And then you go over to the corner and there's that booth. And they sell CDs, but it's all world music. And you go, number 7. And then the whole store is now jamming along. And you're pressing the volume up button. The volume up button. I think we need to buy some incense. You're never going to believe this, but the next 2 tracks are both named Boutique. And we have another Pokemon theme, this time from Pokemon X and Y, because it sounds good, hopefully. Ooh, fake guitar? Yeah. I'm playing guitar on my keyboard. Wow, there's some information for you. So apparently, you can only enter these shops if the bouncer thinks that you are stylish enough. You know, game I haven't talked about for a while, Shadowrun for the Sega Genesis. There's a club there you can't go into until your reputation is high enough. This is a real fancy clothing store. I like the way it's kind of going. Feels like I'm like grabbing the bags, putting on a tight clothes, tight shirt. You're looking at yourself in the mirror going, I was wearing Stella's, well, I call it a tank top. She called it a dress the other day. It fit me perfectly. It was just a long tank top. But I wore it with pants. Because I'm a fashionista! As promised, we have another theme called Boutique. This one is from Devil Summoner Soul Hackers. Really angry horn player. Yeah. Give me a break from that bass line. Thought it was never gonna end. And what's the bass gonna do when it comes back in? The same thing? I feel like when they first tried to record this, the bass player had his own ideas, or hers, or non-binary, their own ideas, and was playing all over. And then the composer's like, what if he just went bum down bum ba dum bum 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 ba dum? No, wait, bum bum ba dum ba dum bum 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 ba dum. Keep listening, dun dun down bum bum. Yes, and then never stop, except at the part at the end where there's no bass. I don't care what the other musicians are doing. I told you to do that. Well, you're the bass player and I'm the songwriter. I could get another bass player. Anybody can go. You do it and you do it with feeling. I can't hear you being happy in that bass line. You'll do it until we get it right. Trumpet, very good. You remember the games from the good old days? Games like Meikyuu, Gakuensai, Kyuukousha no Nazo on the PC 98? Yeah. Ikimishou. baby. That is a hot, bassy bouncer. That's a nice little dancey. That is fun. That's a fun track. It definitely sounds like there's something about it. I don't know. What is it that makes it sound like you are shopping, or that things are expensive, or that people are being nice to you when they're not, because they're being paid, you know? I think it's like, because all the riffs, the notes they're playing are cheery, but they're kind of played in this way. There's like this mix of like, sound cheery, but we're playing it with a ferociousness. Like, yeah, we're being nice to you. You're buying from us. How can I help you? With pleasure. Would you like a bag? Okay. Let me know if you need anything, because I need you, baby. This is a shop theme from the game you didn't know how to shop theme. Tatsunoko versus Capcom. I know. Look at them all. Ah, yeah. The Legend of Chun-Li. Sounds the same as other ones. Yeah. Okay. A great track, a great version of other songs we've heard so far in the stream. Why do we think electronic music is so associated with shopping? I think because it sounds bright and it sounds urgent. So it's positive, but it's sort of influencing you. They want people to be in a mode of like, let's do this. And it's almost like clockwork, like get in, get out, get in, get out. It's like dancing through it. I mean, you can do it too with organic instruments, but you don't want it to sound like rock. You don't want it to sound too sleepy, like sort of bossa nova elevator music or something. So I think that electronic music was with shopping and also because shopping malls are so artificial. They're not made out of fucking wood, right? It's all like plastic and glass, and even though glass is organic, but you know what I mean? You might be lucky to see one tree. So I think that's why. I think because electronic music is, yeah, that's why. We gotta see this clip. You knew it was coming. It was unavoidable. A cutesy shop theme? Of course we're gonna play some Nintendo tracks from their consoles. But what game represents shopping more than the game where all you do is get stuff and put stuff and accumulate it? Yeah, that's right. It's this capitalist, fascist game. Animal Crossing, the new Leaf. Because everything's gotta be new. New and improved. When will you be happy? Oh, now. That's nice. you haven't been playing Animal Crossing for too long. Play it a bit more and give a monkey a carrot cake so he can decorate your house with bananas. Don't you have a letter to send to a tropical bird that lives on your island? I've never played Animal Crossing, but I feel like I'm pretty close. These are very MIDI guitars. How old is this? This isn't the new one, is it? It sounds like it's on a handheld or something. It's pretty nice. I kind of wish it had a bit more bass or like smoothness to it. Oh, this is very bossa nova. Ka, boom, boom, ka. Boom, ka, boom, boom, ka. 3DS. Prior game to the current one if you don't count the mobile. Well, it definitely sounds very old. And Animal Crossing fans were left with but one Animal Crossing game to play for so long. You know you want it. I should give it a try sometime. And then when Stella asks me to rearrange her room, I'll be like, I am busy rearranging my room. I don't have time to rearrange our room. God. The last one of our top 20, if you're watching the recording on YouTube, because you couldn't be here live, this will be the last one you hear. If you're watching live, maybe we'll play some other games and stuff. This is a shop theme from a very important game and a very important franchise. There you go. Interesting. Yeah, not like a typical shop theme. Maybe something you would hear outside of a shop. The accordion definitely gives it a Latin Mediterranean feel. Maybe you'd hear, this is to me more like on a gondola, or maybe you're like traipsing down the French streets. But it definitely feels like very carnival-y with the like this tempo and this 3/4 pa. More like whirling dervishes. Are you dizzy, sir? Would you like to puke in this bucket? Come puke with us, sir. Come puke with us. How about something from Mario and Luigi Dream Team? Oh, yeah.